Hi guys, in this news update we want to talk about blood pressure, specifically high blood pressure, and how I took my blood pressure down to 120/70 pretty much all the time. When I take it at home, when I go to the doctor, within a point or two, that's pretty much where it is. This is Arnold Broad at Healthy at 60 Plus. If you have any questions about this video or any of the videos in my channel, just give me a call or text me at 609-410-4790. Now let's see what we have today. So my blood pressure wasn't particularly outrageously high. I've worked with guys and women who have blood pressure has been 180, 190, 200 over 110, 120. So those numbers are crazy. Mine was 135, maybe into the 140 over 90 or so. And it just was creeping up over time. It wasn't particularly high. My doctors weren't all concerned about it, but blood pressure doesn't have to be sky high to cause health problems, which is what I found out. And even slightly elevated blood pressure can set the stage for serious health problems. As I was doing research into blood pressure, that's what really spurred me on to do something about it and bring it down from that 130, 140 numbers. So there are a number of things that even moderately high blood pressure causes, and here are a few of them. People age 50 with a systolic blood pressure of 130, that's the top number, have a 45% greater risk of developing dementia in later life. I mean, that's crazy. That's almost 50% increased risk. And 130 is not particularly high. People with 130 are really thrilled about it. High blood pressure is often called a silent killer because it doesn't cause any initial symptoms, unless your blood pressure is just totally skyrocketed, and then you could have headaches and lightheadedness and a number of other things. But the damage accrues with time. And the damage can include stroke, heart disease, kidney issues, and vision problems. The researchers have found that people who had above normal blood pressure, and they're considering normal to be 120/80 to 139/89, and that's probably a little high. When they were under 30, if they had these numbers above those numbers when they were under 30, they were more likely to have signs of heart disease in middle age. Even younger people are starting to have high blood pressure. If your systolic blood pressure, remember that's the top number, is between 120 and 129, there's a 30% increase in the likelihood of a stroke or heart disease. And if the number creeps up to 130 or above, the increase jumps to about 50%. And, like I said, I'm at 120, give or take, so I'm in that little number there, but probably 90% of the people in the US anyway have blood pressures way above 120. I mean, 120, my doctor just does backflips. He's just thrilled when I show him those numbers. And for guys, the damage high blood pressure does to your blood vessels will restrict blood flow throughout your body over time. And if a man's blood flow to the pelvic area becomes compromised, he could start to suffer from ED. I talk to a lot of men who have ED due to blood flow issues. And lastly, high blood pressure can damage vessels in the back of the eye and may cause other eye problems that can affect your vision. So we've seen people whose vision has cleared up once they've started a process that works on, increasing blood flow. And while high blood pressure can be a silent condition, your eye doctor can catch it early during your annual dilated eye exams. They're able to see what it looks like in the back of your eye. So these are the things that I researched and saw and said, well, this is crazy. I can't have these risk factors simply because of elevated or mildly elevated high blood pressure. Remember, mine was creep into 140. So I researched on what to do. There's certainly lifestyle. You can lose some weight, which I did. You can change your diet. And I eliminated caffeine from my diet, which wasn't really a good thing. That was really spiking my blood pressure. But one of the things that I did that worked great and that really brought it down, that really did the job, is something called nitric oxide therapy. And nitric oxide therapy is a natural way to work with high blood pressure and some other issues, such as other cardiovascular issues, complications from diabetes and blood sugar issues, cholesterol issues, and because nitric oxide therapy helps with blood flow and high blood pressure, for men it helps with erectile dysfunction. Now, the product that I personally use is something called Pro-Arginine Plus, but whether you decide to use Pro-Arginine Plus or some other method that may or may not be out there, nitric oxide therapy is the answer to working with high blood pressure, because it really does a repair job on the whole cardiovascular system and specifically the lining of the blood vessels. If you'd like to see a really good video explaining how nitric oxide therapy works, I've left a link in the description below this video and also in the comment section below this video, so you can get there in two different ways. Also on that page with the video is a number of testimonials from people who have used nitric oxide therapy to really change their lives. I would like to thank you for stopping by today and watching this video. If you have any questions about that nitric oxide therapy video, just give me a call or text me at 609-410-4790. Have a great day, and here's to your good health.